Well, we got a little some stuff here. As you know, I forgot to mention this at the beginning that we're now the number 3 podcast on the TRS radio network.
That's true.
Really? Are you sure? Because that kind of ruins the meme. Are we now the number 4 forum then?
Well, no, because it's because of the great addition we've made to the TRS roster. We have
we did add that
White
guy.
Power with Crowder. He is now the number 1.
Whoa. He came out.
I mean, look, this was a tough decision because some of the things he's been saying we don't want to be legally liable for.
Yeah.
But we decided we can't be cucks. We know he's saying some really tough things, but we can't. We have to just not be cuckolds, right?
Right.
A lot of people are even freaked out by it, but like,
after all,
best.
After all, he did write Culture of Critique. So.
I mean, but
wait a minute. Are you saying Crowder ghost wrote Culture of Critique for Molyneux? Wow, that's an insane development.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he, the idea that we literally nuke Africa. I gotta see where you're coming from, but
one time we were drinking together, and he was telling me that those pneumatic devices they use to slaughter cattle with.
Yes.
He suggested that maybe that
he wants to round the Jews up with those. Yeah, I know.
Yes, and I was like, dude, bro, like people they can hear you. You're kind of drunk and you're talking really loud.
Is the cost of that? Is the cost of the compressed air lower than bullets? Or
yes.
I mean, okay, all right, okay,
yeah, for sure.
Just checking. But you have to get.
He's not going for efficiency.
Oh, right, okay.
That's the thing. He's going for maximum pain.
Yeah.
There was a time.
It's kind of a little weird. It's like, dude, we get it, but you're never gonna appeal to normies with this.
So
there was a time when me and him were sparring together, but then he got way too into it, and he pulled out a knife, and he pinned me on the ground, and he put the knife up to my neck, and I was just begging him for mercy, and then he removed it, and he put his lips up to me, and he goes, "You live because I let you live."
Yeah, that was intense.
Like man, he was a Confederate hammerskin, right?
Yeah,
he's hardcore.
One time I was hanging out with him. I had just bought a birthday gift for my daughter, and he looked in my bag and he pulled out this little snow globe thing, and he's like, "What's this? Shit!" And he smashed it on the ground. And I was really sad.
She was really upset about that.
She really was.
And you screamed no before.
And instead, what he suggested you give her instead was an empty Zyklon B canister that he'd been collecting in his basement. He had thousands of them.
Yeah,
and he was willing to give you. He's like, "Here's what you give her." And and everybody was like, "It's kind of a bad taste, dude." She's a little girl. It's a little weird. Like, I don't know what are the guests gonna think. And he's like, "It doesn't matter."
You guys remember back when it was just an autistic storm poster? Remember those days?
Yeah, I mean, at first, we were
that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he was he got libertarian, and he got red pilled on the JQ, and it was like now it's like, I don't know. He's been walking dark paths, and
yeah.
So
I mean, even Iron March is like, dude, you've got to fucking
chill the fuck out.
Calm this guy down.
Even like David Duke did like a public service announcement saying we have nothing to do with this guy.
Yeah, David Duke doesn't want to be associated with him.
Oh, he was on Fast the Nation talking about how Crowder was
too much disavow. He was like,
are we going to disavow him too? I mean, where do we stand on this?
I don't know. I mean, I can't. No, we're publishing him. We want in on this.
We get so much. We get accused of being cucks so often. I feel like we kind of have to.
Yeah,
we have to be the frontier. Yeah, we have to be the frontier. In fact,
we got to push that Overton window to the right. Like, if we're going to push the Overton window to the right, Crowder has to at least be on the right edge of it.
Look,
I do say a lot.
If we're gonna move forward,
if you're not going to accept us, this is where it's going to go, right?
Let's say louder with Crowder.
What are you saying, Sven?
Oh, I was saying, I mean, he looks like it. He's pretty Chadish, and if we're gonna move forward with the Chad nationalism meme, I mean, he's the perfect face of it, I think.
Doesn't he identify as Canadian?
Oh, fucking Leaf.
Well, you know where he got. He
identifies as neo-Canadian.
Oh, okay. If you put Neo in front of something, that makes it amazingly evil and awesome. So we can just do that. Right. That's fine. That
but
works.
you know where he got, how he got jacked, and where he got those pectorals and biceps.
What's that?
And protein shakes made up literally of ground juice.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean,
See,
it's
Brotherhood.
See, like
it's like he's going that far, and he's like, look at these gains. You know what this is.
That's the same reason why. That's the same reason why you ever wonder why like the extra crispy Colonel has super tasty chicken, because one of the spices is dash.
Yeah, he loves that flavor.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. I was trying to have a sip of beer when you said dash. Jesus Christ.
Do we have any audio of this man?
Yeah, I was going to say, his first episode.
Mine extra crispy boy.
That's Crowder as a kid.
That's Crowder as a kid. he premiered on the radio.trs site today, and we've got another clip of another episode ready to go right here. So I'm just going to hit play on that. Are you guys ready?
Well, hold on. If you've got kids, I would have them leave the room now.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. All the fatherland listeners, get your children out of the room, please.
Yeah.
Implying the listeners have kids. Come on.
And your wives.
Yeah. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Look, if you're like gentle of spirit, or even if you're just normal, even if you're like more edgy, even if you're really right wing, you might want to just be ready.
Yeah,
just be prepared.
Yeah.
Even if you're a Dane, you're not ready for this. So here it goes. I'm just going to play. This is the new White Power with Crowder show on TRS Radio.
I do not feel a kinship with the Jews. You're going to lose your Jew powers. Take the yarmulke off, you Jew. I said so many anti-Semitic comments. Hitler made Germany great again. Hitler is just sort of a natural reaction to the Zionist Jewish left. Why do black people buy watermelon? This is a black thing. Bad. Blacks get upset if you don't like black pansexual watermelon. I'm racist. I don't like blacks. I don't like blacks. I don't like the Jews. I don't know anybody who considers people. You ever met someone who likes blacks? You ever met someone who likes the Jews? It's creepy. It's unnatural and it's creepy. White people, it's your job to tear down the Jewish Cultural Center. Ooh. Should be jailed. Well, as seen by the reaction from the black community, these are not people I have to buy slaves when I go into a business. I only care about if it's a white business. Black lives don't matter.
They're worth less than fecal matter.
Oh my God.
Genuine Crowder audio right there.
Those are better than the Jahan's ones. Those are better than the Jahan's ones. Those are